not happy.
Yes, sorry.
I'm not happy with you, man. You now,
That's the one, who picked up the PCS in felony court and they ended up dismissing it.
right, you're on probation in our court. A motion to revoke has been filed because testing positive. Oh, she picked up a criminal case. You picked up a PCS. Failing to blow in your device, failing to participate in program. So for now, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. Do you have a lawyer here today?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna appoint your lawyer today, and then we're gonna talk about how we go forward. Take a
Thank
seat.
you, sir.
Box, you're not allowed to leave, please.
Your Honor, so the state has filed a motion to revoke community supervision on Ms. Gonzalez. I just spoke to Ms. Gonzalez about each of these, and so I'd like to be able to respond to them before the board if possible.
Sure.
Well, I would ask them to start with their motion though, actually.
So here's the deal.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a lot of history with Ms. Gonzalez, a ton of history you don't know about. And we've gone round and round with her testing positive for alcohol, pills, meth, cocaine, alcohol, and it's literally been over and over, and it's been over. And now while she's on this probation, she tests positive for meth.
The night she tested positive for amphetamines, meth, and opiates, and on the March 5th, she tested positive for THC. She's also had skips on her device, 12 in February, 5 in January, 8 in December.
So I really think, and I warned her at the outset when she got on the probation that it was a problem, that I was going to put her in treatment. And I think that this is truly the only appropriate way to go forward, because we gave her the opportunity to do this on her own, and we multiple times, and it's just not happening.
I have signed up for treatment, sir.
Ours is better. And I think that that's really the only appropriate course of action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to amend your conditions to go into treatment. I think that that's, the evaluation is to do who.
Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
In terms of the treatment, Your Honor, is it that you are wanting it to be jail-based treatment or could it be facility?
No, I used to use,
It's too late. We're helping ourselves to test casita. It's a 3 to 6 month program based on how to respond.
Your Honor, I have my father at home by himself, Your Honor,
gave you the opportunity, ma'am.
may I speak to you
Not gonna-
openly? Just for a second, Your Honor?
No, I've heard it before. You've told it to me time and again, and I've heard it time and again. And I'm sorry, but, we gave you the opportunity. You're testing positive for these.
Please.
So, Your Honor, I think when I spoke to her before, the only thing that we were talking about in terms of possible failed drug tests was a test that I showed from last month for marijuana. And so her explanation for that, Your Honor, is that she has broken her arm in 2 different places and pain management issues. Until we were here now, I'm only hearing about these other things. The only reason I bring it up, Your Honor, is because if she is having some type of issue with substances, I support treatment. I just question whether the jail-based treatment is the only possible option. Like, could she go into custody and be transferred from there into a facility where she has to be inpatient for 120 days or however many days you're requiring? Does it just have to be who? I guess is what I'm asking.
Here's the thing. Every time that I've done a TRAS on someone and have deviated from it, we've paid for it dearly. They've either picked up a new DWI, a felony, and I really take homage in the TRASs because I tell you, every time we deviate from it and I acquiesce to something that you guys want or defense wants, we pay for it dearly and they end up in a worse position. And so that's why this has been an ongoing battle for 2 years. We've had an ongoing battle with Ms. Gonzalez for 2 years where it's been nonstop testing for this or testing for that. And I can show you the proof. I've got the proof. And now while she's on bond, she picks up a felony PCS. She's testing positive for these things, you know?
I would just add the felony PCS was
I get it.
dismissed
I get it.
It's my medication, sir.
within 5 days of it being filed. So
I understand. I get it. But I really want to do it with TRS. You know, I'm sorry, man, but that's what we're
I
gonna
can't
do.
leave my father, sir.
These are things that you think about when you're out there in the free world. We gave you the opportunity, Ms. Gonzalez. I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, sir, I'm not trying to argue with you, sir. I don't think the drug tests are, you're not, Your Honor, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to say you're not looking at it correctly, but maybe you're not remembering, sir. I haven't
so
drank
maybe
in
she wants a
15 years.
motion, maybe she wants a hearing on maybe she wants a hearing on actually revoking her probation. if
Not
that's what-
revoking it.
So he's not.
Not revoking.
No,
You're just changing the conditions.
what I'm saying is, my drug tests, sir, those are my medications that you're calling out, sir. The Adderall.
Okay,
the-
stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Just, I'm sorry.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
I'm not gonna argue. No, we tried this.
Can you please tell, his name is Steven, he's around the corner. That they're putting me in jail. How long am I gonna be?
It's all up to you. If
Your Honor, I will
all the
do anything.
treatment,
I can't take my dad's not gonna have anyone to help him, sir. If we
I'm not gonna
please
argue
look.
with you, ma'am.
No, sir, I'm not trying to argue.
Had the opportunity.
I haven't drank in 15 years,
Thank you,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
You have to.
This is a heavy moment. The judge is giving one of those, "this decision will echo for years" speeches. Many people don't realize a guilty plea isn't just today's problem. It follows you to jobs, housing, traffic stops, everything. This is the kind of crossroads where one signature can shape an entire future. If you were in this situation, would you take the plea or fight the case?
Get my stuff. It's not right.
All right, good morning, Mr. Harris. Morning. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Your Honor. On April 16, 2025, officers on patrol observed two males gambling in front of a store. The males were seen throwing dice on the ground and exchanging money. Officers arrived on scene and detained both males. Upon pat down of the defendant, an officer observed an unholstered handgun tucked under the defendant's right armpit. The officer recovered a black semi-automatic handgun from the defendant's possession. Officers observed the defendant to be born on January 8th, 2008, making him 17 years old and unable to legally carry a handgun. The officers also observed the defendant to be on probation for an aggravated assault, serious bodily injury.
That's different.
Yes, sir.
If it's just the age, no way, right? But if he's on probation, that makes a different story. Where is he out of probation?
This was out of the 314th.
Deputy Miranda, does he smell like weed right now? I'm ordering you, Mr. Harris, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You're what, 17?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're to go test and then you're to come right back. Do you understand? If I find that you have a weapon, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. And let me tell you, those jails that you're in Juvenile are a lot different than our jails. So get a clue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a seat for me momentarily, please.
Your Honor, I have Zion Harris on docket. I think this is his first setting.
Yes.
And so I think we're just looking for bond conditions.
Done.
He's young.
He's on probation for an aggravated assault. What's he doing? Have you talked to him? Is he back
He's
there?
in school. He's in school.
Yeah.
Yes, he is here.
Did you test him? Meaning that they test him and that he's basically presumptively positive for THC for marijuana. So I'm going to order him not to use, and I'm going to tell him that I'm testing him in 50 days. If you test, I'm going to test you again, and it's going to be 50 days from today. If you stop using, it shouldn't show up in your system. If you test positive again, it tells me that you've continued to use, and it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with yourself these days? Where? I don't know why you're smirking, dude. You're not going well through, you're on felony probation. You've now picked up another case.
Your Honor, I just think that's nervousness.
I go to JJ, but tomorrow I got an appointment for a GED trade school.
That's great. At least you have to do something with your life. Let me tell you, this life really, really sucks if you don't have money. And I would say most of the problems, most of the fights, most of the people that are in custody, two reasons. One, no self-control. Number two, they ain't got no money, so they'll do anything for it. And that's why they end up in custody. It starts now, while you're 17 and 18, to get on things and not end up as another statistic. Do you understand? What time was it? Was it in the middle of the night? You're not to go back to this store, this place where you were hanging out with. I don't want you to go back there. Do you understand?
Judge, I'm looking and I'm not seeing a stated time here or when the offense occurred.
Okay.
According to the defendant, I asked him the same thing. It was the afternoon. It was around 6 or 6:30.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks, and I want you to show me proof that you're either enrolled in school full time, or that you're actually working. But the days of you just doing nothing all day, it's not going to work. Smoking weed all day, doing nothing, it's not going to work. Do you understand? I'm going to keep a close eye on you so we know that this system will not fail you. If you end up in custody, it's because of you and you alone. Is he here? Are you here with someone today? Are you mom? Come on up. Thank you so much for coming. I just don't want him to end up as another statistic. He's on felony probation. He's picked up a new case. He's testing positive. No more. I'm going to test him 50 days from today. If he continues to smoke, it's not going to end up well. And I'm going to, I need your help with me. I can't do this alone. What does he do all day?
But he just got accepted into the GED program to take a trade and a GED at the same time.
Right. Okay. What's going to happen with that? Is he going to start that now?
I enroll him tomorrow.
Okay. So what's the schedule? Okay. My only other concern is I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m. when you're 17. So I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm going to give you a curfew as well. So what do you think is reasonable as far as a curfew?
7, 8.
Oh, I was going to say 9 or 10, but if that's what you want, I'm at your mercy. Whatever you think's appropriate.
I think 8 is fine.
Okay. That's it. So whatever you think, guys, appropriate, I'm with you. So whatever you think, whatever you want, I'm game. If there are any people that he's not to hang out with that you know about, let us know. We'll make sure that he's not going to hang out with them as well. And then, I'm going to put a monitor on you so I know you're not messing around. Do you understand? If your mom tells you something, you must agree. If she says jump, you say how high. You have any problems, just let us know and we'll try to take care of it for you. Okay? It won't cost you a thing. We're going to waive all the fees so you won't have to pay for anything as well. Okay? So this is your primary source of contact. So you ever have a problem, she can let her know, she'll let me know, and then we'll try to fix any problems. Okay? Don't use. It's not going to go well. Do you understand? Okay? All right. Make me proud, man. All right.
That's all I have, Your Honor. My big school.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how are you?
Good, how about yourself? All right, I have 2 cases today. One, Jennifer Griffith. This was the case where she lived in Alabama. Yeah, it's here on the docket today.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of someone else. Griffin. It's not old, right?
No, it's not. What happened, remember, Judge, is she didn't show up on her original court date. And then I came later last week and showed you that the summons for her in Alabama, because she lives there, didn't arrive till afterwards. So yeah, so you said if she showed up today, everything would be okay.
Okay,
And so she is here. And so today's technically her arraignment.
I'm bringing her up.
Sure.
So we have to do the arraignment.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with aggregate theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Your Honor. Officers were dispatched to Academy, the store in Harris County, Texas. The loss prevention officer advised on February 21st, 2024, a white female motioned for the white male to select a shirt from the hanging rack. The male selects a shirt off the rack and places it in the shopping cart. The female selects 4 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls that cost $55 each and places them into the shopping cart and conceals them under their shirt. They walked out of camera view to a rear aisle where they concealed the 4 packages of golf balls inside of a black purse. The defendants exited the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay for the golf balls. The defendants entered several other Academy stores and had stolen golf balls. In one store, Daniel Zimmerman placed the t-shirt on the counter and proceeded to purchase the t-shirt using his debit card for the amount of $21.64. He used his PIN number to complete the transaction. The debit card had his name imprinted on the card. The defendant passed all points of sale with no intention of paying for the 5 packages of Pro V1 golf balls, total value of $275. Sales receipts were provided that showed the debit card made a payment by the male individual. A total of 15 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls were stolen. The total loss for Academy Sports and Outdoors was $825.
Ms. Griffin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now barring you from going to any academy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the co-defendant in this case, Mr. Zimmerman.
That's her fiance, Your Honor.
Now, we've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him.
Yes,
If
sir.
he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more PR bonds if you become a danger to my city or you pick up a new case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jamae. We'll have you take a seat in the juror box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Okay.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, meaning you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with them. Like I said, if you're gone in Alabama and you're just not remaining in contact with them, I'm going to issue a warrant. And I'm going to tell you, if we have to pick you up in another state, you'll spend quite a bit of time in custody.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
saying this won't be a problem with her, Judge. She's kept in good contact since we initiated.
Okay, good. I hope so. Just don't be a danger. That's all I'm asking. You
Absolutely.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Good luck. Thanks, Colin. Do you mind following those conditions? Just no going to any academy, no contact with co-defendants.
My other case was Armin Stewart. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No. I want to make sure he follows the conditions. And so Stewart. Is she here?
She's here, Judge.
Great. Shall we get it done?
So she's not accepting any offer, and I think they're gonna be refiling as a felon in possession case, essentially. The state's gonna be dismissing this case, Judge, is my understanding. Richard?
I'm.
So
Can you bring her up? Can you bring her up? I'm so sick of playing this. This is just, I'm sending this for trial right now. I'm not taking anything. I'm tired of this game. If she ever shows up at 1 p.m., I'm going to hold her in contempt. How long when can we get this trial?
So Judge, I know you're going back and forth with this too. I looked at this. So
What are you going to do?
I'm feeling grand jury today, and I'm going to try to get the grand jury.
They have given you an offer in this case. By you rejecting it, he's telling you now he's going to go to grand jury to have it indicted as a felony. And you're going to be looking at a 3rd-degree felony. You realize this. You want to set this thing for trial? Or what do you want to do?
I'm fine.
That's fine, right?
Okay.
I'm going to get email grand jury today.
You were set for trial this Tuesday and you showed up at 1 p.m. If you do that again, I'm going to have a contempt hearing and you'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand me? When you were set for trial, you were to appear here at 8:30 in the morning, not 10:02, not 11:51, not 2, 8:30 in your seat. Do you understand? So how long, what's the soonest trial setting we can do? In the event that you don't get it indicted, because
I just asked for 30 days just so we can get all these things out. There's all that. I mean, actually, they should have been done already, but we love just, I don't want to put the computer folder down and spot.
Okay, so this will be set for trial May 20th. I'm sending you now for a drug, did we send it for a drug test yet?
I believe you did on Tuesday, Judge.
Sent her on Monday, I believe, and she was for something positive for THC and coke.
Hey, I'm revoking your bond. You're going to custody right now. She goes with you. Unacceptable. And now we set it for trial May 20th.
Notice the shift. Judge Fleischer goes tough love mode with the teen defendant. This is classic courtroom reality. When a minor is on felony probation, one new bad decision can flip their whole life trajectory. And he's right. Juvenile detention is nothing like adult jail. This moment is meant to shock the kid awake. Do you think the judge's approach is too harsh or exactly what young offenders need?
5001. Yeah. Good morning. So you've talked to him about the program. You have no wishes to do that to try to get it dismissed?
No, I just think it's a little bit too much for me right now.
Look, far be it from me to try to lead you to water, to try to do anything that would try to benefit your career. You're old enough to understand that actions have consequences. And I'm telling you now that the action you are taking today, you will one day regret. It may not be tomorrow, may not be next week, but I guarantee you in 5, 10 years, 15, why in the hell did I do this? Because you have the opportunity to try to get this thing dismissed with a diversion program. Whereas now, when you plead guilty to something, it goes on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. You understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So, like I said, once you plead guilty, this isn't target. You can return it because you don't like it. It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You ever get pulled over in the future, officers immediately look at your record to see what kind of record you have. If they see this prior DWI, they roll up to your window and they smell anything funky, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're allowed to make mistakes, but when you do, and you continue to endanger other people's lives, the sentences get longer, the fines get larger. A second DWI, like I said, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail, not to mention a supervisory fee of $6,000 they tax onto you. And if you don't pay, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. You understand? Are you sure you want to do this? Okay. How do you think of the DWI? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your driver's license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. There's a $3,000 surcharge that would normally apply to you when you plead guilty to a first DWI. If it's above a 0.15, it's a $6,000 surcharge. I'm going to waive the fee for you today. You come back with another DWI. It's a minimum 30 days and a $6,000 surcharge. You understand me? So you want to get lit, don't get into a car. Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, you get in, you get pulled over, officers see this, it's not going to go well for you. Good luck. All right, Greg.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any case that you pick up. Well, not any case, but Class A. Do you understand me? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, ma'am?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to it. Good luck to you. Thanks, sir.
I have one more, but we'll wait on there for you.
Please see the clerk. Okay.
No, yes.
Let's do Washington first, and then, because I'm going to end up probably spending more time with Jamal Washington. Come up.
Actually, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Washington. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. This charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged, raised in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead to it, that's it. You understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. We'll roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. And good luck to you, sir.
Thanks.
Siobhan Frazier, come up. Why? Why would we do this? You know,
Regular motor vehicle is not guilty of, Judge. We provided exoneration.
Yes.
Material for that. He had an alibi defense. He was at work when that offense occurred. The theft case came from the burglary motor vehicle because he used that person's phone for cash out. So he's pleading on the theft and the burglary motor vehicle is being dismissed.
theft, after robbery, after gun case, after trespass, now working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why would we just continue to take these proverbial slaps on the wrist when you continue to pick up cases? Not only that, you can't even keep up with bond conditions because he has a bond violation, right?
Judge, he had bond violations and he revoked his bond. He spent 18 days in jail. He was going to stay in jail. His girlfriend bonded him out this past weekend. He didn't have phone service, and that's why he didn't go to take the drug test on Monday. And as soon as they contacted me, I contacted him, told him to contact pretrial, and they told him he needed to contact me again. But he did not have phone service, and when they notified him, he needed to be there Monday. He didn't receive any new bond conditions after he bonded out because it was on the weekend. But he would have tested had he known he had to be there. He contacted me immediately.
People don't get it when it comes too easy, when you continue to get these proverbial slaps on the wrist. You just don't get it. All I care about is my city. All I care about is protecting everyone. And here you are with working 8 and 9. Now another proverbial slap on the wrist. How does that benefit anyone? What have you done to change your life? What have you done? What are you doing right now, Mr. Frazier?
Oh, well, I'm going back to work. Like I said, my system should be clean, so I'm trying to get my tweet card and get back in the.
Someone's got a case of the spostas. You got a case of the spostas. So I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do this.
This is what I'm doing now. I just got out of jail Monday, so I'm trying to get my life back together. That's all. That's what's going on right now. I'm in the process of doing that. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I just want to come to court. My boss lady said she wanted me to come to court first before I just came back to work and had to miss work again.
I think that probably the only way that I would do something is that I can hang on to you tight to make sure things are done the right way. So I know you're doing right. This, you just end up with just a bunch of more convictions. And now, the next time it's a felony, if I take this, which I'm telling you, I'm not going to, the next one, you're looking at a felony and you're looking at years instead of days. And with probation, I'm okay, but I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it, Mr. Frazier. I want to make sure that you end up on the up and up and just don't become another statistic. And this, you're just another statistic and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Carl.
Okay.
But if you want to do probation, I'm happy to do it. That way we can maintain and make sure he's doing right. But
Judge.
talk and let me know. So you can withdraw, we can set up a trial, or, you guys want to work something else out, I'm happy. McLaurin, come up, sir, or ma'am. Good morning.
How you
Sir, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, which is leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. This one is rather long-winded.
It's okay. Got time.
On April 16th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a crash major on MLK Boulevard. The complaining witness stated that he was approaching an intersection with Crest Ridge. The complaining witness stated that he saw a black Malibu on Crest Ridge. He also stated that he had a green light and proceeded through the intersection. The complaining witness also stated that the driver of the Malibu ran the red light and hit the passenger side of his truck. The driver of the Malibu pulled over into a parking lot of a gas station. He stated that he thought he had saw the witness. The complaining witness stated that he thought that he saw the witness rather than the defendant get out of the driver's side of the Malibu. The complaining witness did observe that the defendant had also been in the Malibu. The complaining witness stated that the witness approached him and was taking pictures of the complaining witness's truck. The complaining witness stated that the witness was saying something in English, but the complaining witness could not understand what the witness was saying. The witness then walked off and got back into the Malibu with the defendant. The witness and the defendant left the scene without giving the complaining witness any of their information. The complaining witness was able to get a picture of the Malibu's license plate and called the police. The defendant's motor vehicle was located and a traffic stop was conducted. The complaining witness went to the scene and identified the witness and stated that he believed it was the witness who was driving the vehicle rather than the defendant. The witness and the defendant both stated that it was the defendant who was driving the motor vehicle at the time of the accident. The witness and the defendant stated that the defendant was driving the motor vehicle and that the complaining witness's truck hit their motor vehicle. The witness and the defendant stated that the defendant pulled into the gas station parking lot and that the witness got out of the front passenger side of the motor vehicle and walked around to the front of the car to look at the damage. The witness then walked toward the complaining witness and took pictures of his truck. The witness tried to talk to the complaining witness, but the complaining witness only spoke Spanish, as relayed by the witness. The witness thought he heard the complaining witness say, I go, in which the witness thought that he meant that he was going to leave the scene. The witness walked back towards the motor vehicle and got into the front passenger side of the Malibu, and the defendant got into the driver's seat. The defendant left the scene without giving the complaining witness any information. Neither the defendant nor the witness called the police to make a report about the accident. And the officers went by the gas station at 6908 Martin Luther King Boulevard and were able to recover security camera footage of the accident. The officer observed the video footage showing the complaining witness's motor vehicle traveling northbound down the outside lane of MLK Boulevard and approached the intersection with Crest Ridge. The defendant's motor vehicle can be seen headed westbound on the 6800 block of Crest Ridge and appears to slow down at the intersection with MLK Boulevard. The officer was unable to see what color the light was due to the distance. The complaining witness's truck can be seen entering the intersection, and the defendant's motor vehicle can be seen going forward and striking the passenger side of the complaining witness's motor vehicle. The driver of the Malibu, the defendant, drove the car to the gas station parking lot, and the witness can be seen getting out of the front passenger side seat of the motor vehicle.
I think good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. McLaurin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you run his license, please? If you do not have a license, a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, car insurance, then you're not allowed to drive, and that is a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you drive without either, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it's out in Nevada, so we're just trying to figure out the eligibility.
It's all right.
Appears to be valid out in Nevada, Your Honor.
Okay. For now, Deputy Miranda is going to give you an application for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you fill it out and I'll take a look. I need to know everything about you. I'll have you sign a reset and then we'll have you take us to the seat in the jury box to give you time to fill it out.
Yes, sir.
Please. Mr. Orta, come up. You are Cesar Orta.
Yes.
Mr. Orta, you are charged with failure to stop and give information. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford
Just
one.
one moment. Can I get a tissue? It's chewing gum at district. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask him to spit his gum.
Yeah. Puede sacar el chico, por favor. El chico. Okay. Go ahead, Your Honor.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 16, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched in reference to a failure to stop and give information. The officer met with the complaining witness, who stated she was traveling on a private drive at La Michoacana when a motor vehicle driven by the defendant reversed into her motor vehicle. The complaining witness stated the defendant got out of their vehicle with a nervous and concerned look. The complaining witness asked for insurance information or money to repair her damage. The complaining witness states the defendant got very argumentative and stated that there was no damage. The complaining witness stated that the defendant said, "I have to use the restroom," and began walking away without providing any information. The complaining witness was able to capture a photo of the defendant's face. The complaining witness estimated her cost of repair to be $4,000. Officers made contact with the defendant at a nearby Shell gas station. It is noted that the defendant was in the gas station for 1.5 hours. When the defendant was asked why he didn't use the restroom at the meat market where the incident occurred, he responded that he didn't want to.
Have you run his license?
I can do this, Your Honor.
So, Orta, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, then you are not allowed to drive. If I find that you do, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your Honor, we don't see a DL number on file. I'm checking off his board to see if they got it, but I'm not seeing one for us.
No.
He doesn't have a driver's license.
This is an affidavit that you're going to be signing with me today. This is a promise that you're making to me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. If there's a burning building and you have to save 5 kids, I don't care. If I find that you're driving, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Stop.
Exactly.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir?
¿Puede ocupar su propio abogado? Es la pregunta.
Okay.
¿Puede, sí o no?
Sí, puedo agarrar un abogado.
I can hire an attorney.
Okay, we are going to give you time.
Vale,
So
vamos a
I will
dar-
have you come over here, swear to that you're not going to drive.
Esto que
I
no
will
pasa.
get you to the Jame where you will sign a reset and then we'll have you take a seat while we get
Proceso.
your bond
Lo siento,
conditions.
mientras que
Once you sign bond conditions, at that point, you'll be able to leave.
cuando
When you
me
come
dan
back,
las
please have a lawyer, sir.
y al regresar, traigo un
And then-
abogado, señor.
Excuse me, do you mind filing those conditions, please? No driving without either. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Okay. On July 27th, 2024, at about 9:20 PM, officers arrived on scene and observed two vehicles that had been involved in an accident. The witness stated she had been stopped at the light when she had been struck by the defendant's car. The witness stated she saw defendant to be the driver of the car that struck her. The defendant stated she had been downtown and was on her way home. She admitted to having one beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 7 out of 8 on the walk and turns, a 3 out of 4 on the one-legged stand. The DIC was read and the defendant considered to a breath test. The first result was 0.175 and the second result was 0.181.
All you said is there's an accident and she had missed one beer. Was there any slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, odor of alcohol?
Robinson. Yes, sir. I'm here on Mrs. Morales.
Yeah, she's actually right in front of me right now, Michael.
I see it. Perfect. That's why I jumped on.
Have you heard PC yet?
No, sir.
All right. Do you mind reading it one more time?
Absolutely, Your Honor. On July 27th, 2024, at about 9:20 PM, officers arrived on scene and observed two vehicles that had been involved in an accident. The witness stated she had been stopped at the light when she had been struck by the defendant's car.
The short answer.
The witness stated she saw defendant to be the driver of the car that struck her. The defendant stated she had been downtown and was on her way home. She admitted to having one beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 7 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 3 out of 4 on the one-legged stand. The DIC was read and a breath test was given for the first result of 0.175 and a second result of 0.181.
I didn't hear anything about any kind of slurred speech, odor of alcohol, bloodshot eyes. I didn't hear any of that, Michael. So I'm just finding no probable cause.
Okay.
You know, Ms. Morales, we have enough destruction on our streets, enough death from DWIs every single day. You know, just don't kill someone, please. If you're gonna drink, if you want to have 15 beers, 32 shots of tequila, one button on your phone, $40 with an Uber will get you anywhere you want to go. Use it,
Sir.
please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, man.
This is a major turning point. Judge Fleischer is basically saying, we tried trust, we tried freedom, none worked. When a judge starts citing patterns, multiple months, multiple skip tests, multiple substances, that's when the courtroom shifts from leniency to intervention. What do you think? Should repeated violations automatically trigger treatment, or should judges give more chances? Let me know in the comments.
Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with theft by check. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. On June 30th, 2019, the defendant issued a check for $114 as payment for 4 containers of fruit, 3 containers of wine, 1 container of orange juice, 1 container of chips, 1 container of pizza, 3 containers of water, 2 containers of bread, and 1 container of beer. The bank returned the check marked NSF. The defendant was identified through the Texas identification number, which was written on the front of the check.
So what was the total?
The total was for $114.97.
Okay. So Ms. Rosas, Ms. Sanders, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Ma'am, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Okay, I can have you fill out an application today. We'll take a look to see whether you qualify. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to write any checks like these anymore. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Okay, don't pick up any new cases. It's not going to go well for you, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
so Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Jumay, sign a reset, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box, man. And then I'll appoint your lawyer. Ms. Williams, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. On April 16, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to an assault call. The officer met with the complaining witness, who stated that he and the defendant are currently married. The complaining witness stated that he asked the defendant to be more respectful of him. The defendant became angry and started slapping complaining witness in the right shoulder several times, causing pain. The complaining witness pulled the vehicle over and the defendant punched him in the face, causing pain. The defendant then began to kick him in the head, causing pain and bleeding. The defendant admitted to kicking the complaining witness in self-defense.
And I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand? There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of a protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am? Okay, I can have you fill out an application. We'll take a look to see whether you qualify. For now, I'm going to have you go to Jumay, sign a reset. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. I'm going to generate bond conditions for you to sign. Do not leave until you sign them, otherwise a warrant will issue. Please. So can you file no contact, no weapons?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Stuart.
Stuart, yes. So this is a number of cases right now, and
Where is Mr. Stewart?
Mr. Stewart is in the back. He has shown up today. He's on bond, and he says he's fulfilled all the conditions that whenever he was last before you, you asked him to fulfill.
Come up, Mr. Stewart. I'm not happy with you, Mr. Stewart. I'm an ankle monitor, so I know where you are at all times. I'm ordering you not to use alcohol or illegal drugs. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. And I'm telling you now, the next time you pick up another case, you're going to take off. I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to flip. Do you understand? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of them. These cases are 408 days old. How long have you been on?
I have been on for less than a month.
Okay, I'm going to give you one setting to get ready, and then I'm going to set these cases for trial. He's way too much drama for him. He's got an unlawful carrying, 3 evading arrests, injury to the elderly, 2 aggravated assaults. It's just way too much drama.
I'd move on them today if it were not for the fact that there are felonies entangled with each of these misdemeanors.
None of them have any kind of relation. Our cases are all prior to the felony cases. So I don't think that they have any relation. Show me that they are. So hold on. I don't want you to talk here in front.
Okay.
Just something you need to talk about, but
Next time we'll be ready, trial or not.
so
Okay.
just, do you have offers on these cases, please? Anthony, I'd like Mr. Stewart tested within a week, please.
We have, how we were eventually withdrawn. I'm scrolling through the cases here.
Okay, well, regardless, if you can, please put an offer at least 2 weeks prior to the next setting so that they can get ready. It is your responsibility between now and the next setting to get with the lawyer that we've given you to go through all the evidence to see what you want to do. I'm not waiting. There's way too much drama. Your cases are too old, and I'm not waiting for the felony cases to drop. Do you understand? I will give you 30 days. At that time, it's plea or trial. Okay, Colin, thanks.
Thanks, Judge.
So he needs to meet with the pretrial before he leaves.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do this conditions.
You want him in jury or back? You want him in jury box or back?
That's fine. Just don't leave until they've met.
Judge,
Curfew will remain in Mr. Stewart as well, right? It's 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
GPS and that's something with the.
Right. Hi, Blossom.
Yes, Your Honor. I have an arraignment with counsel.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Mr. Menchu? Pedro?
Minshew?
Menchu, that's what he said.
Pedro.
Pedro,
Oh, wait, who?
Pedro Menchu, he said?
Pedro
Does he have a-
Menchu.
Oh, Yax. Oh, YAX maybe. Pedro Yax Menchu. YAX.
I'm showing he's in jail. Blossom, I'm showing he's in jail. He's in jail? Deputy, you going?
Sorry about that.
So
Nomás escuché
has he made bond on this
Usted
case?
salió en fianza.
As far as I can tell, he's made a bond.
I don't even show him on doc. Do you show?
Neither did she, but he's, apparently somebody told him to be here, and
Let's see.
told us to.
You're gonna appear on 4/18. He's set for tomorrow. He's on the.
Set for tomorrow.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know what happened. I don't show him on ours being
So
set. for-
Roxanne, can I give you this cause number? Because it's on for tomorrow. It's not on for today. Ready? 256-0488. It's a DWI. For Pedro
Ustedes,
Jesus
Pedro
Yax Menchu.
Menchu? Yes, exactly.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay?
On April 22nd, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a traffic hazard call and observed the defendant asleep in the driver's seat in the right lane of traffic. The vehicle was on and running with lights on. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant and noticed bloodshot eyes, a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, and unsteady balance. The defendant stated he was coming from a party and admitted to drinking 6 beers. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, an 8 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 3 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to breath and blew a .162 and a .156.
Mr. Menchu, I'm going to find if there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission, you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis. They will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck in there until this case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
Usted lo entiende.
Yes. Does he have a valid Texas driver license? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
No.
Can you run his license? And then,
No, he doesn't have one.
does he have any prior DWIs? Please. You were not allowed to drive, Mr. Menchu. Look at me.
Míreme.
You will be signing a promise with me today. This is an affidavit that you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, you could be, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to say to a billy goat, don't drive. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me that they cannot get a hold of you because you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new DWI or consume alcohol, it's the worst possible thing you can do. Do you understand? Okay, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, I will have you go to Jamaica where you will sign a reset. After that, you will get with pretrial who will give you your bond conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go. Thank you.
That's pretty quick.
Ya lo que pasó cuando estás encarcelado, esto es nada. Sí. ¿De dónde es? ¿De dónde eres? De Guatemala.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Both of you guys are charged with driving while intoxicated cases. Both of you guys have entered into agreements to end these cases. The agreements are such that they will now end up as convictions on your record. Does he have a prior DWI? Or, I'm sorry, who is Amira Castellanos? Does he have a prior DWI? I think he does.
We don't see any prior DWIs here.
Yeah, but he has a prior for something
¿Qué fue el caso en el 2015?
from 2016.
¿Eh?
El WDA. Nada.
Sí, antes.
Judge, I'm rerunning it right now.
No.
He was actually in this court in 2016 as well.
He said he had something in 2015?
16.
16. 2016.
No recuerdo mucho, pero
¿De qué era?
de WDA.
¿Lo mismo?
Pues el primero que tengo es el primero.
It was a DWI, Your Honor. It just is not showing up on there's no prosecution data, so I think it was dismissed.
No. Never assume. It was in bond forfeiture status and they issued a judgment nisi against him. He had a prior DWI. I'm not going to continue to do the same thing in the hopes that someone. Mr. Munoz Puente, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated. I'm sorry, it's not elevated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases you pick up. Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
You
Yes.
give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and it will be there forever.
Y para siempre.
You're allowed to make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But when you endanger other people's lives repeatedly and you continue to make the same mistakes that you endanger other people's lives, we don't continue to do proverbial slaps on the wrist as indicated here. So if you want to drink, if you want to get lit, have 52 beers, 32 shots of tequila, take an Uber. Don't get into a car. From now on, you get pulled over and an officer sees this, the slightest smell of anything, you will probably end up back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Second DWI, a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 supervisory fee. So don't pick up another one. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty and I will sentence you to 3 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm now going to suspend your license or your ability to get a license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
You can waive it. Yeah. I'm not going to continue to take a proverbial slap on the wrist. I do not have to take this. You will now be allowed to withdraw your plea. And if you want to do something else, but you have a prior DWI and now you have another DWI. I'm sorry, but sorry, Mr. Opar, you know, whatever you guys want to do, but if you want more time, I'm happy to give you more time. Okay.
For this weekend, I leave Sunday on a cruise. Don't y'all call me next week. I'm gonna be on a beach somewhere or the ship. I'm going for a week.
Okay,
December.
back to Mr. Amira Castellanos. The only thing I want you to understand is that we don't take lightly when people continue to endanger our community, especially with something as silly as a DWI. It is extremely easy for you to pick up your phone, push one button on it with Uber or Lyft or whatever, and have a car waiting to take you wherever you want to go. If you are consuming alcohol, if you're doing anything that is going to impair your ability to drive, take another way. Do you understand? If you ever pick up another DWI, it will be a minimum of 30 days in jail. Not to mention a supervisory fee of around $6,000. Do you understand? You get pulled over, an officer will see a proud DWI. Even if you have the faintest smell of alcohol, the encounter will probably not go well. In this case, you are pleading guilty to the DWI. It is enhanced with a 0.15 breath test. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above?
Yes, sir.
It's included in enhancement. We're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel the petitioner to be had, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not?
Culpable. Guilty.
I'm going to finally, I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm going to send you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm now going to suspend your license for 90 days. There's a $6,000 surcharge on your license. I'm going to waive it now because it's a first offense. But if you come back with another one, get ready because it's serious jail time, not to mention a $6,000 possible fine and fee. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Buena suerte.
Thank you, Judge.
¿Vas a ir al primer piso? Sala 10.
I understand what you're saying. You're fine. I'm just gonna wait for prosecutor. Finish prosecutor.
Good morning, Mr. Franklin.
So, good morning.
You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 120 days in jail with credit for the 41 days that you've done. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine the accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand? Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
You plead to the offense of terroristic threat. Guilty or not guilty?
He said I'm guilty.
Okay, I'm going to find you guilty. I'll send you to 120 days in jail, give you credit for the 41 days that you've done. I guess upstairs it's still,
The agreement is if you pled down here, they're gonna dismiss this felony.
that is a killer deal, Mr. Franklin. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Just, you got to understand that with what you're pleading guilty to now, if you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible they hit you with a felony. So whatever you did with this right here, be careful because you could end up with another felony. Do you understand? Good luck, sir.
So,
Thanks. Thanks, sir.
Yes.
What's the last name on this gentleman? Again?
Garcia, Judge.
Mr. Garcia. I ordered you to test.
Yes, sir.
You tested positive again. What did you test positive for?
It was for something called for THC and cocaine.
I told you not to.
I haven't done it
When did you test last positive for cocaine?
Monday.
Judge, he submitted a sample on April 21st and then today.
All right, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because it's been 3 days. I'm gonna test you again on Monday. You better be clean on Monday. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Well, where are you till then?
And Judge, I just wanted, if I could add, Your Honor, I think he tested positive for THC today also.
We will give a 50-day window for that, Harold.
Yes, sir.
So we're not gonna ding him on that for 50 days.
I understand.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, man. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, hang tight. We'll get you reset here momentarily.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for allowing me to appear via Zoom.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe excuse. Have a
Take a
good
seat.
day.
Please.
Are you ready? Yeah. Let's just do it. real
We need
quick.
to call him up. Singular.
And Judge, I also have Mr. Juarez on your docket. You've been testing him twice a week for a couple of months now. He's been making it all the time. Wondering, could you give him regular reset and stop the bi-weekly testing?